Whenever you want, baby, after the game, man, you can go.
I'm originally from Compton, California, South Central Los Angeles. Played football at Bourbon Day High School, and I earned a scholarship, got all these offers, and then finally decided, hey, I'm gonna go to the University of California at Berkeley. Became a team captain, team MVP, all that stuff. And then at the end of my 4 years of playing football at Cal, I got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 5th round. Fought for free agency, so I was able to move as a free agent from Pittsburgh and go anywhere I wanted to go. So took a trip down to Tampa Bay, Florida, and liked it. And the first training camp I went to in Tampa Bay, I'm driving to report to training camp. And one of the main streets in Tampa, Kennedy Boulevard, there was a Klan rally. These guys are marching with their Klan gear. In 1993, it's like, wow, that was an eye-opener. So here I am, a college grad, I'm in the NFL, making a little bit of money, and I get married. Man, we're living the American dream. And after my first season in Tampa Bay, we had some friends that were going to Panama City for spring break. So we jump in a car and we're driving there and we get pulled over. Now, I'm keeping track of how fast I'm going. I'm not speeding. We got all 3 of our kids in the back seat. I'm watching him in the rearview mirror. I'm watching him as he gets out the car. And then I realize, man, he got a gun. And he's walking to the car with his gun out. And he gets to the back end of the car and he looks, and I know he saw the 3 babies in the back. No one's moving, no erratic movement, but this guy had his gun out. And then he goes, you know you're speeding, don't you? I said, no, I don't think I was speeding. And he goes, is this your car? I said, yes, of course it's my car. He took my driver's license for registration. He went back to his car. Then he just wrote me a ticket. You know, from my perspective, having been a professional athlete, feel like you're doing everything right, and people cheer for you. I mean, they cheer for you hard on game day.
Tampa Bay touchdown. Great job. Thank you. Great job. Thank you.
Wearing the same color jersey, might even have your name and your number on it. But then the moment you walk out of that arena, that stadium, it's like you're not viewed as that person that they were just cheering for. You're just black.
How do you see us is my attempt to help people, most primarily white people, understand just how we feel about being policed, and how unjust a lot of police officer stops are, and how just by the sight of our skin color can elicit negative responses. I highlight some stories of my personal experience with cop misbehavior, and primarily my husband. But then I also introduce stories that we all know, like Rodney King or Trayvon Martin and his killing. So I weave in stories that people should be familiar with, but I also have my own stories to tell. It was just an enormous amount of pain that I needed to get out. Frustration about being profiled constantly, every day, anywhere, anytime. I'm always worried about my husband and son because they're athletic and they're big. So I worry about them. I worry about my daughters too. We know that there's Sandra Bland and other women who have met up with unjust deaths or brutality. It's not enough to just say you're training people or people should know better. Something happens in that moment that they lose that and just see a criminal, or they see a thief, or they see someone who shouldn't be in their space. We've got to investigate that further. Something isn't right, actually, with this whole system. And there's still so much to unpack about the psychological aspect of why people decide to make these instantaneous attacks on Black people. Now, how do we stop it? How do we stop it? And somehow we've got to get to a place where everyone sees themselves in each other and one another. And that's how it ends. It ends where when I look at you, I see me, and vice versa. How do you see us?